You guys, welcome to the very first episode of Nobody's Dating Anymore. I am so excited, beyond grateful to start this dating show. It makes so much sense to me and I do believe you are going to love it. I am currently recording the podcast in a red room. It's giving 50 shades of grey. It's not even a red room, it's just a red lamp. I don't know about you, but the movie is, I believe, every girl jam, but the red room, well, you let me know if you want to discuss this thing. I guess it's not for everyone, right? Anyways, interesting enough, I have started this dating show because I asked God to put me on a detox from a guy. I was like, you know what? Everything is already happening to you, for you. I was so upset. I was like, God, listen, I cannot afford to like the guy at this moment. It's been a year almost, I believe. It's useless because it's just a digital type of connection. I don't know the guy. I may or may not have a crush. I do believe it's not a crush, but it's not even the point. I just can't afford. I don't want to like him anymore. It's exhausting. I was like, maybe it's a twin flame connection, maybe it's delusion. I don't even care anymore. I have a lot to do and it's clearly not, being on a guy I don't even know, even though if I am being honest with you, I feel I know him from a past life. It feels like it's a past life connection, but it's really besides the point. I was like, hey, no, it's been almost a year. I just need to move on. Also, it's very interesting to share this with you because, listen, we are living in a digital type of world, and this show is making sense to me because I want to bring back the old type of love. And maybe you are going to think that I am naive, that it's not very realistic to think like this. I do believe we can bring the old type of love energy, at least. If not, bringing back the old type of love. So let's do this together. Let's start this journey together. Also, if you want to speak, if you have funny story times about dating, if you have anything to say on the topic, please DM me on the Instagram of the podcast, which is it's basically the same name. It is Nobody is Dating Anymore, and we'll pick the best storytellers and the best story times. It's a dating show, so I would love to have guests in a close future. I would love to have storytellers who can intervene and share their insights. So like, I am talking dating coach, I am talking therapist, I am talking lawyers, because lawyers do intervene when there is unfortunately a divorce, so it would be really nice to have their insights. But for now, let's start with this first episode. And basically I did start this dating show because the situation was, listen, I do like the guy, which is very rare for me because I am not willing to date. Which is kind of a paradox, but it makes sense. Like, nobody's dating anymore. It makes sense for me to start this show because I reached a point, I was healing myself and I was like, no, it's not for me. Like, dating is not for me because I don't like the way it is nowadays. Like, to me, I don't want to date because nobody is dating anymore. I don't call this dating. I call this, let's sleep together. You know what I'm saying? Let's just chill. And I don't want to chill. Like, I am not your bro. It's not even about being a chill girl. It's just about, where is the point in all of this? I have so many things to say, but yeah, I guess I stopped dating because I was disappointed by the fact it's always the same. It's always, at the end of the day, a lot of men want one thing, which I do understand. Like, I do understand they want sex, but it's not dating. Let's call a spade a spade. It is not dating. It is I just want to have sex, and some are going to do whatever it takes, meaning they are going to, go on a first date with you and tell you what you want to hear and all of these things. But at the end of the day, it's not genuine. It's just because they want what they want, which is very often sex and nothing else. And so there is a lot to say. So let's bring back the real dating game. Okay, let's have some each type of energy. Please tell me you watch this movie. Also, obviously, we are going to talk about movies because, well, love is into movies. If we can call it love, sometimes it's not love, sometimes it is love. Also, can I ask you something? Be a sweetheart, because English is not my first language. If I say something and it's the wrong way to say it, please let me know in the comments. I would love to, improve the little details. I am doing my best, but, I don't have a teacher to teach me. I think movies are helping a lot, and also I have always been like, speaking English was a dream of mine. Like when I was little, I was like, I want to speak English. Like it was, the US was my dream. Like I was always super attracted to this. And I do believe, what they say? They say if you are obsessed with something, it's because the future version of yourself already has it. And so this explains that. So yeah, be a sweetheart and let me know if I am not saying something in the right way you say it. So about this guy, to explain the situation to you, let's call a spade once again. I love this expression. In French, we say on va appeler un chat un chat. So yeah, I was a bit obsessed, if not obsessed, with him. And I was like, checking his profile, his videos, and I was like, not only he's funny, not only I really, really like him, which is not something I wanted because I was not looking for it. I was not looking to like a guy. I was not in this mood. And I am still not. So I was like, why do I feel drawn to the guy? Not only I was like, he's so funny, but I was like, this guy is me. Like, it's so disturbing. It was like, he's speaking, even though it's... Okay, let's not give too many details. You guys, I do believe if he's listening to this, he knows I am talking about him. You know why? Because everything is energy. And I mean, he's able to feel it. Like if someone is talking about you, you just know. And also psychology says if someone is on your mind, it's because you are on his mind too. Yeah, let's not give publicly at least too many details, but I was like, he is speaking, this is me speaking, this is like, it feels like this guy is me in a man body, and it was so disturbing. And I was like, let's just stop this digital type of obsession because it's not healthy and it's useless. It's not useless, but it's pointless because A, I don't know the guy. B, I have never talked to the guy. C, it may be delusion, it may be real, but I mean, who knows? So I asked God, I was like, you know what? If it's coming from you, if it's somehow a divinely guided type of connection, at some point we will meet in real life, not... Also, I love this type of deal because I do believe, and I am saying this with love and experience, even though we are living in a digital type of world, I do believe the best meeting is when you meet someone in real life, not via an application. And also, you guys, I don't know how you are doing it. Like, I am not able to do it. First of all, I have no interest. Like, to me it's a waste of my energy and time, so thank you but no. I am not going on dating apps. And even when I was doing it, when I was unhealed, I was doing it because people were like, you should do it. You shouldn't stay alone in your situation. Like, you need someone. No, my mistake was listening to those toxic people. I didn't need someone, and plus, if you are not healed, well, you are going to attract someone who is not healed. So no, yeah, I don't know how you are doing this, you guys. And so sharing this with you makes sense to me, because I wish for a lot of people to just meet someone. I don't know, going to the movies, going to a restaurant, the type of movie scene type of meeting, and don't think it's happening just into movies, because life is like a movie. So if you want this type of meeting, you just have to wish for it, and it will happen. Like, I am the type of person, I stopped dating and I said, God, if at some point you want me to be with someone, I want to meet this person in real life, like, not because I was on a dating app. And I know some people found their happiness because of thanks to a dating app, and I am very, very happy for you guys. But I also believe that for some people, they just don't, it's not a fit for them to be on a dating app, to look. And also, you know what, I don't chase, I attract. This is my mantra for life, and I do believe the only fact that you are putting yourself into this mindset, I need to find someone, I'm going to go on a dating app, you don't need. I know for men it's different, because they do have needs, if you know what I mean. If you don't, let's call a spade, meaning sex. But honestly, I don't believe you need a dating app. I believe we can bring back the old type of way to meet people, which was the best. And I am not saying meeting someone in a restaurant is a guarantee this person is a fit for you, is a good person, but I am just saying it's giving more genuine type of energy. You are more able to not waste your time. How many stories I have heard, including myself, when I was not healed, so I can tell, why would you put yourself into a situation you are going to talk to someone over a phone? I know people like to FaceTime nowadays to, see if, it's the same, like if the person looks the same in picture and when it's on camera, if it's not too, you know what I'm saying, if it's not too edited and all that. But let's not even talk just about the physical appearance. I think it's really the first concern, at least for a man POV. Like, a man is more likely to be like, I don't know if she is as beautiful with the filters nowadays. And so I do understand why they want to FaceTime, but it's not even about this, it's about the energy and the mindset that you are putting yourself into a situation where it is text, where it is digitally talking to someone. And I don't think it is the right way to do it. I just don't. And I know for some people it's a fit and it worked, but I think we should do something about it and make it more real, make it less digital. That being said, as you know now, I put myself into this detox 10 days ago, and I can tell you that it's been a success so far. I can tell that I am cured. I am not checking his profile, I am not seeing his video. It feels good because, as I said, if it's digital, it's pointless. And I asked God, I was like, if it's coming from you, I will know. I will know, because you will somehow continue to show me signs. So please let me know. I'm going to stop checking his videos, his profile. let me know if it's coming from you, and I would recommend you do the same. I would recommend, if you are wishing for love, which is funny enough not my case, but if you are wishing for love, if you are wishing for a true connection, ask God. Ask God whatever you are looking for in a person. Ask God, I want this. I would love to find a woman like this. I would love to find a man like this. Please let me know if it's coming from you. Send me very detailed signs that it is coming from you. And so far I was like, yeah, I don't think it's coming from God, because I am not seeing signs. And I think it was yesterday or maybe on Thursday, I watched a video on my For You page, and I was like, no, this guy shouldn't be on my For You page. I know that this guy knows the other guy, and I saw something was on the caption, and it was the little detail, and I was like, God, is it coming from you, or this is just a coincidence? I have no clue. But it was, I was like, yeah, I need more. I don't know if it's coming from you, but this video from another guy made me think to the other guy. So I was like, maybe it's coming from you. Please let me know. I need more confirmation. And in today's episode, I want to share a tip, a dating advice, you name it, with you. And it's old like the world, but it does work. And it's for women, it's for men. If you want to forget about someone, you just have to pick someone else. It is working, because I was willing to be on this detox, because, and it's funny that I used the term detox, and it was the title I put my other show, and the podcast episode was on a detox from this guy. The fact I used the verb detox is the word detox is very interesting. Why? Because words do have a meaning, and I don't know if it's a saying in English, but in French we are saying les mots ont un sens et un poids. So words do have a meaning and weight, and a weight, I don't know if I can translate this literally, but I think you get the point. And I used this word because when I had an interest on this guy, when I digitally met him, it's kind of funny the world we are living in, because I just said when I digitally met him doesn't really make sense, Anyway, when I developed an interest on the guy, I know I was still unhealed in a way. In comparison to years ago, I was a pretty healthy person still. I had some issues I needed to work on. So 1 year ago, when I developed an interest on the guy, I do believe, I was not completely healed. And so, as I said, you attract who you are. So I may or may have not attracted this guy, and I do believe he may or may not have some issues he needs to work on. The fact I used the word detox means there is kind of, you know what I'm saying. I don't want to say toxicity, but I just want to say it was not healthy in terms of energy. I do believe, I can just feel it. I do believe this guy, even though I don't know him, as I said, it's more a spiritual type of connection. And I was like, I know it sounds weird to say and a little bit woohoo, but I do believe it's a past life connection. If you want me to develop, I will develop, but the thing is, I think he is a really, really good guy, but it's like I am seeing kind of a shadow, meaning he may need to work on some things that happened in his life in order to get to the point he will consider to be with someone. Anyways, the tip is working, I can tell, because there is another guy. I don't think I have a type. Do you have a type? You let me know. I don't think I have a type, but my type is height. Like, height is a type to me. Like, I am just into tall men. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's the first thing I am going to notice. Like, if he's not tall, I am like, no. Why? Because I did date some guys and they were not tall, and I know that it is something that is not going to keep me, attracted to the guy on the long term. Like, maybe it is a cliche, maybe it's because I love to feel like safe. You know what? I think tall men, they are giving off this vibe, I am going to protect you, which is not even. And you have short guys and they will do anything to protect you too. So it's just, yeah, I think it's just the energy, the cliche maybe, I don't know. I am into tall men and I know from experience I won't go for it again because I am not attracted to short guys. I am not. And I do believe you need to be honest. For a man, maybe it's gonna be, I love brunettes more than I love blondies. If it's you, don't be ashamed, because if it's your thing, if you are into brunettes or if you are into blondies more than brunettes, then stick to what you are into. Because if you are like, oh, but it's not just about the appearance, yes, sure. Even if I am saying I am into tall men, it's not because he is tall that I am going to go for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe he is tall and mentally speaking, it's just not doing it, so I won't go for it. But I know that if the guy has absolutely everything on paper and he's not tall, I am not going for it. I am not. You know why? Because I do believe the physical side is extremely important and everyone has different taste and colors. It's not the same for everyone, but if I know myself and I know it's something that I need to be attracted on the long term, then why would I lie to the guy just because what he is a good guy and he has everything on paper? I am not going to do this. I'm going to be honest with myself and with the guy. And so I won't get into a relationship because the guy is willing to give me everything, but I know that I am going to reach a point it won't be enough, because I don't care how many money, how many things you have. If I am not that attracted to you, then it's a no. And I know that some people are going to disagree, but to me it's a no. Let's take a man example. If a man is saying, I just don't like girls with curves, why do you want to blame the man? Because the man is being honest. Why do you want to make this man like something he doesn't like? If he is saying, I like super tiny, skinny type of girl, like top model vibes, then he is honest. And then if you are not this type of girl and if you are interested in this man, you just know it won't be a fit. And it's perfect because nobody is wasting their time nor their energy. So in my opinion, you should stick to what you like. You always have some very strong things that you know you won't be able to compromise. And for me, it is, if he's not tall, it's not going to do it. For you, it may be if she's not a brunette, it's not going to do it. For another person, it may be if he's not famous, it's not good. You know what I'm saying? I do believe you have one, maybe two strong things you can't compromise, because you can, but you know yourself and you know that at some point you are going to need more. Let me know if you agree or if you disagree with this. And this dating tip is working because I was like, you know what? I am not that into him now. And this guy that I have spotted before, I was like, it's the same type of vibe. And well, even though I don't want anyone, I'm just going to allow myself to, be on the guy, meaning let's have, like, I just put my interest on this new guy, and I was like, it's working because this guy is also extremely funny, and it's the type of humor everyone is going to like. This type of humor, it is mine. Like, the guy is super funny. If you get it, you just get it, because it's not even about being funny, it's the little reference. Anyways, I am just saying, yes, if you want to forget about someone, pick someone else. It's honestly, it's working. But I am not saying use someone else to forget about. Don't do this. Like, don't pick someone like, a band-aid. I mean, in real life, I am doing it, but I am not talking to the guy. I am not flirting with the guy. You know what I'm saying? I am just doing it for myself. So I am not hurting anyone. The guy doesn't even know I exist. So it's not harmful. I mean, you can do it in real life. To be honest with you, don't do it just for the sake of doing it, just for the sake of, oh, I want to forget about this guy, so I'm going to pick just any guy. Any guy will do it. This guy I am talking about knows that in real life I would go for this type. Like, I will be able to develop a real interest for the guy, which is not real at the moment because, as I said, digital life is not real life. But yeah, it's a good dating tip, but don't do it for the sake of doing it. Do it if you really like the guy. And you know what is interesting? It's the fact that, let's put the situation like if it was in real life. As I said, I will go for this guy. Like, this new guy is my jam. And trust me, no guy is my jam. Like, it's super rare that I am going to like a guy. So I do like the vibe, at least. That I know if it's a real life type of situation, this new guy is more stable than the other guy. Like, he's the type of guy who is going to go for what he wants because he knows exactly what he wants when it comes to a woman, to love in general. And the other guy, again, it's super interesting because I used the word detox, is more a guy who doesn't really know what he wants when it comes to dating. I think it's very human to feel this way. Obviously, if I am being honest, it's not my heart, but yeah, the connection will be more intense with the first guy, the guy I was willing to detox myself from, than it will be with the new guy. But the new guy is more stable. And it's funny because it's a situation, it all comes down to one fact. At the end of the day, sometimes you need to choose between the love of your life and the soulmate twin flame type of connection. You need to make a choice, because even though it may be a beautiful thing like the soulmate twin flame type of connection, the man is more likely to feel overwhelmed by it. And so because of this, he's going to be like, oh no, it's too much for me. It's too much. I don't want to put myself into this. Why? Because I won't be able to control this relationship. And we all know that a man has to feel he's in control, which I don't really know if it's a good or not a good thing. But I am just saying it's a very interesting situation for me because, well, you see it in real life, you see it into movies. Sometimes you are going to face a type of choice and you are like, what do I want? Do I want the type of guy who is going to for sure make me happy, be here for me, or do I want to take the risk to be with my twin flame soulmate, knowing he may, I think, you know what, I think the twin flame soulmate type of connection is more difficult in the beginning. I think it's an adjustment because it is, you may need to allow a certain time for the guy to be like, okay, it is very deep and very strong, but I do want this connection. And I think it's more up to the guy, because a woman is more likely to handle, even though it's overwhelming, it's not an issue for us. You know what I'm saying? We can handle a strong connection. On the other way around, a man is more likely to be like, no, you know what, let me go for the convenient type of relationship, the relationship where the girl is obsessed with me and I am not that into her. Because, and this is also, I believe, you do what you want, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's really healthy to think like this, to think like, oh, I'm going to go for the convenient type of choice, the choice where I know the girl is obsessed with me and I am not that into her, because then I feel I am above her, I am in control, and I won't ever let myself really into this relationship. Because if you are thinking like this, then it's not really love, it's just a convenient relationship. And you know what? I believe you deserve more. You deserve a real relationship. So allow yourself to be in a real type of relationship. Allow yourself to believe that true love does exist, because I do believe it exists. I just believe no one is willing to go for it because it's more convenient to settle for less. And why would you do that? Why? Why would you settle for less? Like, if God is telling you, hey, you like your flat, but I have a mansion for you. In what kind of world you would tell God, oh, you know what, I don't want your mansion or a penthouse? You get the point. Why would you settle for less? Settle for more. Allow yourself, especially if you are a man listening to this, allow yourself to be in a real relationship where, yes, you may get the feeling you are losing yourself, but it's not the wrong way to lose yourself. You know what I'm saying? So if it's not the wrong way to feel like you are losing yourself because you are losing control, but it's the right person, you should do it. You should allow yourself to do it. And that's all for today's episode. Let me know in the comments what do you think, what you would love to talk about in this show. If you want to be a part of the show, please DM me on the Instagram of the podcast. It's Nobody's Dating Anymore. For now, the show is going to be every Sunday at 6 p.m. I may also upload bonuses, because as an overthinker that I am, maybe in the week I am going to think about something and want to share it with you, so I will do that. Before I forget, subscribe, like, share, and also share your insights. It's the whole point of this show. It's to have people, POV, insights, story times, and to this, let's bring back the old way to date, the old type of love. I know some people are craving for it to come back. Let's do this together. Thank you so much for listening. Talk to you very soon, next Sunday at 6 p.m. Love you. Bye.